what's up, everybody? Your boy G Max. I posted a video last night, just explaining how easy it is to do an oil change. Woke up this morning and my phone was like flooded with messages. Basically, so my supporters, followers, telling me that, you know, using the Fram oil filters is kind of bad for our cars, the VQ cars. Some of the guys is like, don't use the 10W30, it's bad. Again, I want to stress on this because everybody for some reason seems to be falling victim to what oil or what filter or what gas is better for your car. The gas is something different. I'll touch on that later on. Now, when you buy an oil for your car, your old car, new car, they suggest using certain oils to extend the life of your engine. Now, my engine's pretty old. I know my engine's pretty old. It's worn. When I got it, it had probably close to like 250,000 kilometers on it. So now this engine's running on quite a bit of kilometers on it. I can go to my oil supplier and basically show you all about 10 to 12 different types of oil, from gas saving to performance to whatever it is. It's listed on these bottles. Now, the thing is, when you're choosing an oil, you gotta be comfortable with it. Some of the guys are saying a Fram filter will destroy your engine. Since I've had this car, I've been using Fram filters on it since I can remember. There's the odd times where I would buy a filter like Quaker State or something that's on sale that worked just fine. Guys are saying use Royal Purple. Like, tell me, why do I need to use a thinner oil on my high kilometers engine that burns out before I even get to the next oil change? Now, let's just say, if I use that Royal Purple oil, which I considered, what's going to happen to me is that I'm going to need an extra bottle to top up during oil changes. So I'd have to buy 2 bottles every time I use the Royal Purple, because that one is too thin for my car. It burns it out really quick. I'm not going to fall victim for that. That's why we'll never use these products. It's not like it's all gimmick. They're getting high-paid celebrities or guys who race and whatever, say, hey, endorse my product for me. We're gonna and get everybody to buy. Like, if that works for you, you do that. I'm not gonna be a victim of getting Royal Purple oil. I go to the track all the time. I use the same car oil. I use the Fram filters. I lubricate my engine properly. I put in the Lucas oil in it, stabilizer. It works for me. It works for me. During the oil changes, I use my truck oil because I drive. I use the truck oil and I top up the engine, the oil during the oil changes, right? It works for me. There's no engine codes on my engine saying, hey, your oil you're using is bad for your engine. Now, again, let me jump on the gas topic. Guys are saying use 94 gas on the Maximas. Again, there is 5 different sizes engine: 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, 10-cylinder, 12-cylinder. I don't know if they have a 14-cylinder. Never heard of it. Now, in Canada, there's one fuel station, which is Petro-Canada, that offers the 94 gas. There's the 87, the 89, the 91, and the 94 octane. Four levels of oil for 5 different size engines. You're telling me if I have a performance car, a supercar, I have to find this one gas station wherever it is to put gas fuel in my car, that is a load of bullshit. That is a load of bullshit. In the manufacturer's warranty in your book, it says use higher octane fuel. It never specified using the 94 octane, because as of like last year, this one company, this gas was not available every fuel station. So I'm not gonna fall for it. The 4-cylinder uses the 87 oil, the 87 gas fuel octane. The 6-cylinder uses the 94 octane. The 8-cylinder uses the 94 octane. The 10-cylinder uses the 94 octane. The 12-cylinder uses the 94 octane. How does that make any fucking sense? I've had this car for about 2006, if I'm not mistaken. I get literally 20 miles per gallon on this old car. 20 miles per gallon on this car. I don't have any excessive fuel burning. I don't have any codes that's saying, hey, your system's not running properly. The codes that I have on my car right now is due to the performance parts that I put on, which is disabling the EGR valve and my O2 sensors being defective. Those are the 2 codes I have on here right now. An example: went to the track, 14, ran the car on a 14.2 at 102 miles per hour on 94 octane. I went back to the track another time because I had enough fuel, ran the exact same 14.2 at 100 miles per hour with 89 octane. Buddy, you're coming too close to me, man. 89 octane. So again, how can someone explain to me how does that work? The misconception is with people when they put in higher octane gas is that your car is gonna perform better. That is a load of bullshit. Your car would not perform better on a higher octane gas unless you're fucking tuned to 94 octane. Your car is not tuned to 94 octane. Your car is tuned to a higher octane gas. So again, you don't have to believe everything that I'm saying. I'm just saying what works for me. I use Fram filters. I use Castrol oil, whatever oil is available at the time. I look for them when they're on sale, either Quaker State or Castrol. The higher mileage would be good again, but it's a little more money. I don't really care because I use a thicker oil, the truck oil, during the process to shit, I'm late for work. Maybe I should use the 407. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. I use the higher octane once or twice a month. I on average I fill my gas tank about 4 times a month. I use the higher octane fuel. I put in my Lucas oil stabilizer, and I put in a cleaner, which I get from my oil supplier. So I'm saying, don't fall victim to these things. If using 94 octane on your 6-cylinder car works for you, you could afford it, by all means you put 94 octane fuel in your car. I use 89. The car's been running fine. I whoop some fucking ass with this 94 octane Fram fuel and Castrol GTX. It works for me. That's what I'm saying. You find something that works for you, and you know what I mean, it's all preference. So again, I appreciate all the support, man. I'm trying to make videos that make sense, and you know what I mean, it is what it is. Oh, I remember a couple months ago, 2 of my boys were laughing at me on Facebook how I'm using 89 octane in my car. They say, hey, our car's got to use the 84 octane. Believe me or not, these 2 engines blew up on them. Both guys. They had to change the engine. Had my engine had to get changed? No. I'm still using my same engine. I'm running even better than I ever ran before. You know what I mean? The car feels good. I went to the runs the other day. I actually took out a G35 Coupe and a G35 sedan, right? Tore some ass up, tore up some Civics. I ran against a V8 Chrysler 300, a V fucking 8. That guy took me out probably by a couple of car lengths. Probably by a couple of car lengths. Not even a couple of car lengths. I would say 2 car lengths max. And this car is not even tuned yet. So again, I went to that runs with intentions to find a TL because my boy told me he's seen 2 TLs there. So I went out there and I was looking for them. I guess that those TL guys smelled the rat. They didn't come out that night. But I'm gonna find them, man. Anyways, man, your boy J-Max. Feeding y'all with them videos. You ain't gotta believe me, but you should at least think, put into consideration what I'm telling you.